time to get into today's beautiful blessing of a bright spot. You'll see why I said that. Good morning, everybody. This one is coming to us out of Blackpool Victoria Hospital in England. We'll let this play because we like it. You're not going to believe this. This is a true miracle story. Baby Ruby Dawson was born with COVID-19. Baby Ruby was one of the only babies worldwide to be born with the virus, so it was in utero, the transmission. Not only was she able to recover, her mom, who also had the virus, was sedated and on a ventilator fighting for her life. Well, look at this. Her husband wasn't able to visit either of them. Baby Ruby has two other sisters. Oh my gosh. Well, they both recovered, thank goodness. They left the hospital. These are the visuals, incredible. Catherine, the mama, is 36. She said she owes her life to the incredible staff at the hospital, and she could never thank them enough for what they have done for her and her family. Not like we needed yet another reminder to thank the frontline workers, but to stay home, to do what we can so we can see more stories of recovery like this and limit the amount of people who actually acquire the virus. It's beautiful. I'm so happy for this family. It's yet another story that we need to remind us, right, Mel?
Absolutely. You think about, just going to hospital and having a baby. That, in general, is a trying time. It's an anxious time, but especially with mom infected, baby infected. Look at everyone who came out and everyone who needed to come together to make that happen, the recoveries. What a beautiful story. And again, we show these stories of recovery because we need to hold on to the positive.
And the hospital staff are just as relieved. They see everything within the span of a shift, right, Frank?
Yeah, the hospital staff is amazing, and this is also another reminder. I still hear people saying that I don't know anybody that got COVID, but this is somebody's friend, this is somebody's sister, brother, that is affected. So I know people that have gotten COVID that are my friends, and it's a reminder to stay home and this is real. This is still very real.
Me too, Frankie. I have a friend who's fighting it right now, and she lost both parents within the span of a few days. So what you don't see here, sometimes we go home and we cry our eyes out too. But then we come here to share in the good things together, and that's how we're going to get through this, right, Raj? And here we are heading into, Mother's Day, celebrating that on Sunday, and we want to do whatever we can to celebrate moms out there or godmothers, aunts, people who are nurturing, maternal. And this is such a beautiful story of a mom reuniting with her little ones.
It absolutely is. I mean, Mel, as well, and Frankie, those first 3 months, you're absolutely petrified with your baby. Absolutely petrified. I remember at one point carrying my baby, carrying McKenna in his little carrier, and running through the sunlight because I didn't want to expose him to the sunlight. So what they've gone through, but it shows the strength of our babies as well. And we need to remind ourselves that we have chosen to try and defeat this COVID-19 by physically distancing. We have to stay with that. We want to knock it down, and this is the only way to do it, is this distancing, practicing all the great habits, washing your hands, things like that, and we will get through this. But we've decided we've got to take that route, and that's the route we've got to stick with right now, as difficult as it is for many of us being at home all the time and being self-isolating.
Well said. And there's so many ways to connect with family.
Yeah, there's so many ways. I mean,
FaceTime.
You do the FaceTime thing. People are doing the physical distance visits, whether it's you stay on the outside and the other people are inside through the home. You're talking through like the window or the glass, or again, Zoom calls, all the technology stuff of it. But I think to kind of carry on with what Frank said and what you said, it's we really need to realize in other parts of the world, other parts of our country, in other communities, people are affected differently by this, right? So your community might not be as affected as someone else might be. So just keep that in mind when we're all saying, I don't know anybody who's gotten it. Well, people are getting it, and people are dying to it, unfortunately. But we want to see these great stories, and that's why we bring you the bright spot each day.
And think about what you do have rather than what you don't if you're feeling like you're in a funk, because that's normal too, to go through those things.